Hello, and welcome to Beer and Philosophy. Cheers. So I'm going to offend you, sooner or later. I'm reminded of a quote by a friend of mine, my teacher, Richard Dimitri, teaches me self-defense. And I remember one time he posted on an old forum something along the lines of, look, if I haven't offended you yet, I'm sorry. I'll get around to offending you soon enough. Right? So I feel the same sentiment here. This goes along with the previous video where we talked about how we're going to have different beliefs. And so I can pretty much guarantee that I hold some belief that you will find offensive. So it may just be a matter of time until we come across that particular issue where my belief offends you. Now, it's not my intention to attack you with these beliefs. Rather, to the best of my ability, my hope is to come to the truth, to learn the truth, to be triangulating or closing in on or moving closer and closer to reality, to what's true as I go along. And so if I'm wrong, I want to know about that. At the same time, don't assume that just because your belief is different from mine, that automatically makes me wrong. It could be that both of us are wrong, or maybe we're just not seeing things from the correct perspective, or what have you. So let's have a conversation about it. And I recognize that can be challenging, particularly on the internet, where emotions tend to run wild. So let's do our best, both of us, all of us, to have a reasonable degree of emotional regulation. And not to say that we should suppress our emotions, that's not my goal. And yet, giving full voice, full vent to our emotions often is not the wisest way to actually change someone else's mind. So I would invite you, when I offend you, to sit and think and feel and process what's happening. And then, if you're willing, reach out to me and attempt to change my mind. And I promise to be open to having my mind changed. Now, obviously, it depends on what you're approaching me with. I may have degrees of openness. There are certain beliefs that I would have a hard time adopting. And at the core, at the base of it, I am open to changing my mind. Particularly, so basically it's like my goal is to discover what's true. So if whatever belief you're attempting to convince me of is in fact true, then I want to know about that. Which does not mean I will necessarily agree with what you're saying, depending on, how you approach and what evidence you present.